Hello, my name is Harrison Watko. We're back. As we took the break, of course, we keep talking about the issues because maselan po ito, no? Maraming konsiderasyon. The problem with considerations is sometimes we get caught off guard and then it goes a different path. However, without considerations, di naman pwede, the rule is the way it is. Don't forget, there is no rule written in stone. Man makes the laws for everybody, for equitability. Let's still remember, we have what we call a democracy. With us, we have Representative Siti Jalia Turaman, is that correct? Turamin. Hataman.
Yes. Very long name.
Very long, no, but I'm pronouncing it Hataman properly.
Yes.
Representative Siti, what do you expect with the, you were in Malaysia just yesterday, and you were requested by no less the House of Congress to witness, together with some people in Malacanang, of course, the OPAP, and there were also other witnesses, world representatives. To begin, how was it? How did it feel when you were there?
Actually, hindi ako nakasama.
Hindi ka sumama, but you were asked to go.
Yeah, may mga representatives po who went there, 6 of them.
6 of them, di ba,
Yes,
pinapunta?
yes,
What do you expect out of this agreements? Marami naman lalabas dito. Kaya lang marami kayong gagawin, ha?
Marami talagang gagawin, ho. That's why, well, foremost, we're very happy and we welcome this development. This is the last of the annexes, no?
So, ang daming
yes,
annexes yan. Inabot ng 2 years.
Yes.
2 years.
Actually, kung titingnan po natin yung kanilang time frame, medyo na-delay nga ho doon sa ng agreement on the annexes. But we were, many of us, especially since I came from the civil society, so may link pa rin ako sa kanila. So in some of the consultations and forums that we've had, we were, after po nung wealth sharing and power sharing, medyo masaya na kami. Medyo confident na kami na yung normalization annex would go through a very madali na
Is civil society taking part?
Very much.
Oh, so you bring the issues down to them?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, that's a good idea.
They provide yung
para
voice.
maintindihan.
Yes, at yung voice po nung talagang nasa grassroots talagang. And I'd like to especially mention yung mga women NGOs natin who's really been very active, no, dito sa mga series of consultations and also providing a parang gender lens doon sa usapin
Kasi may sensitivity in gender, no?
So yun. So when we heard nga na nagkasundo na on the normalization, so talagang malaking step yun forward for us. And we're now waiting para doon sa talagang agreement. After which, the Transition Commission for now, I think, is already in the process of drafting the Bangsamoro Basic Law, which will be submitted to Congress. When
it goes to Congress, are you supposed to debate it and take it on one side, or like all congressmen, debate it at its measure, whatever it is? Or you're supposed to be there, the Muslim representative is supposed to defend it? Not necessarily. Not necessarily.
So far, wala naman pong ganun.
Walang ganon.
Walang ganon. Ako personally, kaya...
as is where it is,
is,
you will debate it, what you think is right or wrong, iko-correct nyo.
We do not want to miss this opportunity to really come up with a very, very good law which will serve not just this generation, but most especially yung darating pang the next.
Madami ito. And anong tingin nyo, what do you think is your time frame? Kasi it will go to Congress, you will debate the issues, and then from there, you will have, of course, may committees pa rin yan, may committee hearings na rin yan. And then it will have to be subject to the hearings, the 2 or 3 hearings before it's brought up to the Senate.
Depende pa rin ho.
Depende pa rin?
Yes.
Mahaba, madugo pa pala.
Madugong proseso. Kaya, but we're counting on the President, no, to declare it as a priority.
I think he will. He's already very bullish. Yes. Although he himself doesn't understand the intricate details, he's already said, iniiwan niya sa transition and the peace process.
Yes.
Pero mabilis naman yung Transition Commission to come up. Kaya ba nila yung May?
Tingin namin, kaya naman nila. Dapat kayanin nila.
Kasi, it's not easy, ha? Malalim kasi nga, maselan yan eh. No, but kaya nila hanggang Mayo. They're given until May.
Yes, yung mga nasa Transition Commission naman po ay talagang mga veteran
elders
sila. And they have enough experience sa issue.
What will happen to the ARMM? It will be replaced.
Yes.
I understand also you'll be given a political party na. Pumayag na si Brillante sa COMELEC. Why not give them a political party so there's proper representation? Tama nga naman eh. Will that affect Anak Mindanao? Not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
It will
Kasi we're
stand
national.
independent.
Oo, national naman po kami.
Not lang, hindi ka lang dun sa area.
Hindi
That's
po.
right, no? Anak Mindanao is nationwide because party list.
Yes.
But it will be, the Bangsamoro entity will be given now a political character. Di ba? May
Yes.
papayagan na bigyan ng political party
Yes,
eh.
definitely.
It's about time. Tama naman,
Yes.
proper representation of the South. But all of these that are coming together, we have until May, and then you start going to work, you start debating it. Tingin mo, so far naman, wala lumalaban sa Kongreso, no? Omer, she's smiling. Wag na. Let's go to the next question. No, I'm sure you will hurdle this. And knowing, I've seen the debates in Congress. Why not? Mabuti naman yun eh.
Oh, yes, of course.
Diba?
That's the only way for us to really come up with a dynamic law. Hindi
that's
naman pwedeng porket ayaw hindi natin papakinggan, malay natin medyo may mga valid points din naman, then we'll have a look at it.
How do we look at the others that they call the military or the president or Malacanang says are spoilers? How's the best way to handle them? Pakiusapan? Isabak na naman ng militar? Kasi gera na naman yan. I'm sure kayo, sawa kayo lahat sa gera. This is what I've been reading, no? Nobody wants armed conflict. If necessary, sit down, talk it out, di ba?
Yes.
Politics, if necessary. Sigawan, if necessary. But tigil na. Ang problema, you have the rebel groups, this guy Umbracato, lumalaban. Of course, you still have the hiding, the fugitive Nur Miswari, tumatago pa rin. And then you still have the off groups, di ba? How do you handle that? Kasi ngayon, the strategy of Malacanang is we send the military to them, di ba? And the military says, I'm not sure that's a solution eh.
Yes.
Di ba?
Definitely.
War is never a
Never an
solution.
option.
Pagbarilan, talo tayo lahat eh.
Talo po tayong lahat.
Oo.
For us talaga, since naman, we always say that war is not an option, should not be an option. But unless of course may mga instances, no? But I don't know.
No, pero
Ang sa
one-off
amin-
skirmishes lang yung
Yes,
malili.
yes.
Parang crime dito.
Exactly.
Eh dito, binubugbog artiste. I'm sorry, just
Hindi,
bring it back. Yeah, go ahead.
Hindi, yung sa amin, ako personally, no, sa nakita ko, and I've been working on the ground then before joining the House of Representatives. I mean, the very effective way siguro would be isolate them from the people. I mean, paano mo puputulin yung suporta sa kanila?
Isolation is okay, yeah.
Nagkakaroon lang naman sila ng lakas kung meron silang nakukuhang suporta from the people, no? Pero kapag ka naiintindihan naman ng mga tao, like yung nangyari nga, in-invite sila, pero bakit kami sasama dyan? Bakit kami makikiisa sa inyo if you don't believe in your cause?
Well, sit and discuss.
Exactly.
Work it out. Hindi naman pwede, I don't agree with you, kaya mula ngayon barilan tayo. Hindi rin solution yun eh. Hindi naman, they're not offering a solution. They may not be for it, but it doesn't mean that the option is war. Because war is also total loss and chaos. I don't know how they can even keep it up, how they can just continue. Di ba? I'm sure they're also war fatigue. Pagod na rin mga yun.
Pagod
Diba?
talaga, oo.
Tsaka nakikita din nila, mga pamilya rin nila also suffers. Because every soldier has a family. They're still
Exactly.
human. So,
Even rebels.
Even rebels. Tsaka iba yung fighting for a cause, ibang rebels, iba pa terorista. Correct?
Iba. Dapat isa din yun.
Kasi iba rin yun.
Pag pinag-uusapan ho yung Mindanao, especially
Kasama
itong Muslim
terorista.
Mindanao,
Yung Abu.
we all get confused. Yung ano ba yung rebelde, yung may pinaglalaban, ano yung simpleng kriminal na nangi-extort, nangingidnap, di ba? So, minsan talagang tinitingnan siya bilang isang problema lang, which should not be the case. Kasi yung iba, pwede naman, yun yung simply simple lawlessness.
Yes, correct.
No? Which can be
Which we have it
addressed.
everywhere in the country.
Yes, exactly.
I guess the perceptions generated by media, you suffer being huddled into one.
Exactly.
Kasi pag sinabi mo Mindanao, sinabi mo Muslim, magugulo mga yan. Puro warmongers. When in reality, iba-iba eh, no?
Iba-iba.
Iba go for money and crime.
Exactly.
There's murder and crazy people. Then there are the warmongers who just want to, because
Insight.
wala naman silang teorya. Di ba? They're not fighting for anything. No advocacy. And for some reason, doon pa na nagaganap. Kaya tuloy natatamaan lahat. Then of course, there is the owner of Sabah, whose brothers and cousins and all of them, I know, I'm the one making the comment. Pero sila in conflict pa rin Nobody even knows who's the real sultan, di ba?
That's another
It's
issue.
that's another issue. And that's international, mind you.
Yes.
Again, the focus goes back to Mindanao. And you suffer all of this. You suffer the perceptions created by many, and they no longer understand exactly what you're doing. When it gets to Congress, tingin mo, I know you're looking forward to it, but you realize you're going to have a hell of a time. Hindi, kasi marami-rami rin yan, ano? I'm sure, hihimayin niya ng Kongreso.
Hihimayin po talaga. Hihimayin po talaga. And we know that there will be some legislators na talagang...
Ako, ang dami ko nakilala na
Yes.
babanggain kayo eh.
Yes, they're ready.
Yes.
Ngayon pa lang. So, but we'll give it a good fight.
The economic prosperity of Mindanao actually should not be elusive while it has been elusive because you have the natural resource. And you already know and identified them. Correct me if
Yes.
I'm wrong. Alam niyo naman, you're not poor eh.
Ay, ano po, yun po yung slogan namin sa amin. Sa yaman ng Mindanao, walang karapatang maging mahirap
Totoo
ang
yan.
bawat Mindanaon.
Totoo yan. Number one, you're taunted to be the food basket of the
Exactly.
Philippines. So immediately, that's one. But even the natural resource, between mining and the Chinese, I mean, lahat inaagaw eh. Pero actually, all you've got to do is stop. Di ba? We have our fair share.
Yes.
The national government will have their share.
Yes.
And the businessman will have their share.
Yes.
Kayo ba nahihirapan kayo sa mga businessmen, mga malalaking taipans na matatapang, well-connected, pumupunta sa Mindanao at inaagaw yung resources? Nakikita nyo rin yun, if I'm not mistaken. So, lalo na your husband.
Yes.
I'm sure he identifies them and sees it with frustration.
Yes.
Problema rin ng negosyante, correct me if I'm wrong.
Oh.
I guess this is a sensitive area.
No, yeah, and I think the reality is, andun kasi yung vulnerability of our people.
Ayun.
Meron ho kaming isang island dyan, no, na talagang marami ng calling to stop yung mining operations. But sometimes if you talk to the very people who are there, gusto nila kasi yun yung source of livelihood.
Kumikita sila.
So parang, how do you explain to these people?
Ako, education.
Grabe, kaya sabi nga namin, ang hirap. Madali hong manawagan, syempre para sa amin, and we explain to them na, ano ba, malulusaw yung inyong isla, mawawala kayo, and all, but
Short-term gains.
short-term gains, anong kakainin namin mamaya?
Isang tuka, isang
So,
isang
andun
trabaho.
talaga yung vulnerability.
And yet, the whole of Mindanao is very rich with natural
Very,
resources. It's a
very
beautiful country. I've been there. I've seen the beauty. It's just that, of course, kinukulang talaga kayo sa infrastructure eh. Not for anything, pero nakalimutan kayo ng Imperial Manila for, what, since Marcos' time. Tsaka wala na kayong representation.
Mahirap talaga.
Di ba?
Yes.
For the longest time. Buti nga ngayon, nasa front page huli kayo. In fact, you're not only in the front page, you're in the world page. Correct me. Today, I've seen it in the Rappler, I've seen it in, well, the Rapplers, however digital, even all over. Lumabas mga headlines around the world. So the attention is being given to you. Let's hope like Yolanda, wag kalimutan,
Huwag
ano?
kalimutan. And sana tutukan ito hanggang sa matapos siya. We have to really, get together and see this
How will you
through.
do your information campaign? It's not easy. You have to go down talaga to the grassroots.
Never easy. Yes, especially kasi, well, kung dito sana madali yung internet eh. 'Di ba? You just post sa Facebook, sa
correct.
Twitter, and everything.
Kakaintindihan na.
Nagba-viral na lahat. But if you go down,
You have to talk.
really, face to face, really go to communities.
So you rely on NGOs. How about the schools, the teachers?
Yes, also.
It must be difficult because while having to contend with debating it, trying to put the laws together in the next 6, 8, 9 months, you also have to simultaneously go down grassroots. Di ba?
Importante yun. Yun
Sabay.
Sabay dapat. Yun yung nakikita nating gaps. And this became very evident with what happened in Zamboanga. Ang dami pong sumama dahil mali yung information
O nadamay.
na na-receive nila.
Actually, maraming akala nila that was the right.
Yes.
Nagsabi nga after the event, di ba? There was that group, never mind. But yes, ang
Well,
dami.
may mga information na sinusuportahan ng United Nations. Mga ganun.
Sana lang man, may TV naman dun eh, miski pa paano. Yung mga malalaking TV, bigyan kayo ng oras without being charged to educate so you can reach mass media using Channel 2, Channel 7, yung mga malalaking stasyon, di ba? Instead of these crazy TV series and TV shows that, do nothing but the idiotization of the masses.
Exactly.
Ito sana, gamitin nila, bigay nila sa inyo an hour a day, even in the morning, to just teach, to reach out. Kasi ang hirap, correct me? Kasi infrastructura is not there.
It's not there.
So you have to physically do it.
Malaking bagay ho kahit may isang TV for one barangay.
That bad?
Yes.
Isang TV, isang
Yes,
barangay?
doon talaga sa mga rural areas. Yung sinasabi ko kanina na group of coffee farmers, meron sila, tapos may nag-donate ng generator. So,
Pero soon, if they keep doing coffee, ang taas ng demand ng coffee.
ang taas po. From what I've heard, yung Philippine Coffee Board kumukuha na sa kanila
Yeah,
ng
because
coffee.
we don't produce enough. Locally, we import
Locally,
so much
opo.
every
yung
year.
mismong demand ng country, local, we do not have enough supply.
Yeah, we can't keep up.
Yes.
And in spite of that, marami pa ibang produkto that grow there that we still can't produce.
Exactly.
So the problem pala talaga is information, education, and the infrastructure to reach sana the people.
Yes.
Alam mo, maubusan ka ng tao if you keep sending people down. And it's costly, ha?
Hindi, kaya nga po, ang sa amin, on our end, yung aming advocacy, is really to develop community-based leaders. Sila na, kasi mahirap kung from outside tapos magpapadala ka doon. Dapat from among them na talagang
May integrity
may
na
integrity, oo.
sila ang community-based. But you have to also inform the developments to these people who are community-based.
Yes.
You have to continuously make communication
Yes.
ka. Kasi pag naputol yun, that will go wayward.
Yes.
Di ba? But sana even national media beat print. Sana maayos nila that the information is coordinated instead of blowing it up.
Exactly.
Di ba? Kung hindi, isipin mga tiga ron, ay, nagkakagulo na. When in reality, hindi. We're just discussing it. Di ba?
Exactly.
Parang gano'n, no?
Opo, yun lang mga, like in the past talks, series of talks, the annexes before, meron lang mga konting, like I
lumala na
remember, I remember yung wealth sharing,
Yeah, wealth sharing, yes.
medyo,
Nag-away na eh. Actually, I was reading it too. I felt the same way, but go ahead.
So, medyo na-delay, no? Hindi nagkapirmahan on the day na expected magpipirmahan.
Tipikal ng popular.
Sobra na yung implication on the ground. So, there were already text messages na lumalabas saying
Yung mga radyo,
exactly.
mga komentarista,
Exactly.
biglang binire.
Exactly.
Binire yung peace
Oo.
process. Kaya nga, kawawa naman si Ding Deles, maski nung gawin niya, she can never do anything right. She's one person who will never run for the Senate. She will guarantee to lose.
Yeah.
But, okay, all of this is going up. It's your husband's, the governor, he can see his hands are tied. Ang daming nangyayari all at the same time. At least the government, the executive, meron pa. How about you? How do you feel? Baliwala sa'yo, wala ka ng pork barrel. Because I talked to a lot of congressmen. Maraming naiinis, ha? Not for anything. Although the people, the popularity is no to pork. Tama nga naman, as long as ang pork naman hindi masama, basta ma-identify yung project. Di ba? Correct me if I'm wrong. Like ngayon, how do you educate? Miski pa paano gagastos ka ngayon?
Series of consultations po namin.
Di ba? And you need people.
Yes.
People, you gotta pay a salary, miski pa paano. They have to eat. Di ba papakain ka, miski pa paano.
Pamasahe.
Oy, pamasahe. Oo nga, no, pamasahe. You're talking, what, 6,000? 7,000 back and forth, no?
Back and forth.
Biro mo, each fly, ah.
Yes. Flight po yon. Kung island ang pupuntahan.
Ay, oo nga pala.
And
no?
especially dito sa Basilan, Sulu, Tawi-Tawi. Those are islands.
Malayo.
Malayo.
How is the peace process? How is the peace now in the area? Tahimik naman. Kasi what we read only is based on the last news always. Yung nagkakagulo, may nabaril sa Pagadian City, may nabaril sa Zamboanga, di ba? Yung ganun ba? Just this morning on TV naman, si former Mayor Lobregat. Congressman ata ngayon siya.
Congressman po siya.
Congressman siya. He was trying to explain the process as well of the peace process, which is but people trying to explain it.
Exactly.
Ang nagiging problema natin talaga education eh. Even sa media, no? Hindi nahuhuli eh. That's why I asked that you come on the show to tell us and para lumuwag naman yung kalooban ng taong bayang Pilipino na maintindihan nila ang ginagawa nyo. Di ba? Representative City, we have another 2 minutes left and I'd like to give it to you. What message do you want to give the whole country, since GNN is nationwide already? We are in 300-400 cable channels. We are already in Metro Manila through Sky Cable and Destiny, which is both. Ang daming UHF channels. In fact, this is very strong in Zamboanga. The channels, malakas ang tapo namin
Mindanao
doon.
ho.
Mindanao, malakas ang GMN.
Yes, yes.
What
Naririnig
message
namin.
would you like to give diretso yung mga tao in your language? Huwag na English-Tagalog. Kung gusto mo.
Talaga?
Yes, please. Ano message po gusto niyo bigay?
Oo.
Yan.
Well, of course, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Hakatan, Taymanghod na mo, who are in Basilan, in Sulu, and Tawi-Tawi, also in mainland, ARMM, and the rest of Mindanao. Mangayo ako, muna-muna ka maapan, bang so pamaon kaya pamungko, amin lang ta, wala kamo kya saraan, at kayan ini wala nag-amu. But we are here, ako personally, as some representative of Anak Mindanao, we are doing our best to represent you na marana mo in himumungan sindayn hahula, bang uno indi kabayaan tanyo hiparatung. And we also ask that kaingatan ko kamatauran katutan niya, especially amulong tain wala nakalamud ha perbisarahan sin amin parkala ini in peace process ta di tanyo tuod kahatihan bang uno in the mga nitty-gritty in details in peace talks in agreement sa bang namo makadjari pa ngayon dihilan tad niyo ini chance no bisan ako on din ako mga questions about it bukod din ako amin long ta 100% sold out agreement ini sa pasalong ta amin we believe that this is one opportunity for us mapaawon ta in kasadyahitraan mapaawon ta in kahanungan hahula no so sana we hope and we ask you mga yu kami kanyo na let's give it a try study huntan yung marayaw let's involve ourselves in the different consultations and processes us ang pamayan kita nyo mag-decide anyway in sara ini magpaon da kita election mamoto kita bang kita mabaya kanya atawadi bang kita mabaya lumamud atawadi so for now let's not be negative about it let's support it pasal we believe that this is one window for us to achieve peace magsukol.
Thank you very much, Congresswoman. Ladies and gentlemen, we hope you've enjoyed this program. Every time I start it, I always come up with those 6 words or 7 or 8 words. You are only what you read, what you listen to, and what you watch. The problem with information is if you don't get enough of it, it's just not enough. You're misinformed, you're uninformed. And if you get too much of it, that's when you begin to realize, gee, you need to know even more. Ladies and gentlemen, understanding the issues in Mindanao is bigger than what you and I think. So we need to sit back, take time out, and as told to us by the Congresswoman Siti Hataman, it is important they allowed the elders, the scholars, and those that have been involved in trying to form this peace process because the key word is the word peace. But the underlying objective is economic prosperity for the people that is due them. That's basically the understanding. The media, the perception you and I get, sure, may be news, especially if the film produced or the film is going around with a man handling a gun with bullets. Tama nga naman yun eh. But do you know, it's more than that. So be careful of what you watch, what you read, and what you listen to. Listen to Talk to Harry. Kita mo, in-advertise ko naman sarili ko. Magandang gabi po sa inyo lahat. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
You are what you watch.